Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am back again at the city of Neuve Revergrad. And I am not a happy premier today. I have just had to fire our procurer of bread and loaves for the people because they were not doing their job. I have also been forced to use my powers of pausation in order to fix this problem. Actually, yeah. We have a little bit of an issue, and it is with bread. In particular, I was going around doing my normal thing before I start an episode, which is just to reorient myself. It's only been yesterday since I played, but at times I just like to go around and make sure all the construction offices are busy. They have something to do. That's a dumper, not a construction office. And just looking to make sure there weren't any constructions that I hadn't done. We got our sports going in here. I think we got them all completed, but I was looking, and I'm not even sure what made me click on it. But at the same time, we have no food here. And so I started looking around the map a little bit just so that I didn't have to wander around figuring out what's going wrong. And I think we're just not making enough food. And I don't think it was a few episodes past I had just said, hey, look, we're doing good. We're doing okay. We're holding our own on food. Something along those lines. And yeah, we're not. That is just a bold-faced lie, as they say. Now, I'm not sure why I have... Or do I always put fabric into here because it won't get dropped off? That's right. So what I would like to do, at least to alleviate the emergency for this moment, is to come in here and say, purchase 20 tons of food, please. Right? And then we can start time up again. And then, so that's going to cost us a little bit of money, but at the same time, these two trucks should fill up and get on their way. Now, we do have a food train on the way here. As a matter of fact, I went looking for the food trains, but he doesn't have any food left in them. So now, if you remember, we had a traffic jam here. And in addition to that, we had a little bit of issues here or there with other things that may have affected it, but I was just looking and I really don't think we're getting enough corn. So we have this one that's backed up purchase, but I'd like to go around to each one of our supply areas and just make sure for the moment that we are backing up our food purchase. That's not the right one. Yeah, this one. So let's do the same thing. This one's empty as well. So we will purchase food here. Now, I'm not sure if we're out. Let's see. Do we have any food coming into here? Well, we're backing up. See, we're not purchasing there. So I think what I'd like to do is start purchasing at these just because it would be easier to do. Now, we might have a problem with the trucks at some point, but, if we have a specific problem, yeah, that's a food truck. Good. Get on your way, buddy. So what I'd like to do is go around and once that gets settled, once we go around to each of the supplies, go ahead and do it. There's not too many of them, so it won't take that long. But I would like to spend some time. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, this guy's doing fine. I think this is the first one that gets the food, so I don't think we're going to have a problem here. And then our other main supply for right now will be GW distribution. And that's not the food one. There it is. So we'll just make sure we're buying food here so that at least that's not the reason we're low on food. And then once we know those trucks have had a chance, okay, we should limit the amounts here. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Yeah, let's put on fabric since that's what we did before. All right, and then this one can hold 50% food. And this one's going to hold, I think I'm going to plan on getting rid of this, which right now is holding the same things. I don't know if it really makes much difference. We have way more warehouse space than we actually probably need, even with just two. I was in the habit of building 3 of them, and it's really completely unnecessary. We just want to make sure we get... So I guess I'm not even going to mess with alcohol because we just don't... At this point, I'm just not going to worry about it. So let's do food and clothes over in this one. That's electrical components. Clothes. let's do 25% close. They don't go through them nearly as quickly. I guess we got to go a little over, huh? Okay, close enough. There we go. All right, so we'll have food enclosed in this one, and we will have, yeah, electrical components. This will be a little bit different over here than the other setups, but that's okay. It'll be a good experiment. We don't really need too many of those. And mechanical components and electronics. Again, we don't need too many of those. Yeah, about 30 tons of each. And electrical, mechanical. We don't need plastic. Yeah, I think we have everything else other than the alcohol. I guess, I don't know, we could put it over here. It doesn't matter. But at least this one's set up. Now we can come over here. And even though this one's not really ready to go, we can purchase food into this one. Now, should we purchase each of the things? Yeah, you know what? I think I may do that. Let's just take this, and I'm going to pause this episode. So this, it's getting a little confusing here. So this is like that. So we have food in here and clothing, and that's it. So we are going to purchase some of those, even though it'll cost us money. And then we can close this one, and then we'll do the same thing over here. And I think what I'm going to do, and I don't know, well, it's not going to be very exciting, but I will give it, boy, that's a lot. I wish I could shift or control and just buy a little bit of, well, we're going to hold off on these things. The clothes, I'm not too worried about the clothes because we're not really making that many clothes. We're buying clothes anyway, so purchasing those into here is not that big a deal. Yeah, the electronics, let's see if I can't get these all straightened out and get this part of the loop before I worry about purchasing it. Like, I don't want to purchase things just for the sake of purchasing them. But then what I want to do is go around to each of these, make sure that each of the trucks is going to the right place. We need to get this one where trains are coming over here. So that's it. Like, as far as the distributions go, right? Because we started over here, and that's you know, in some ways it's a complex system, but in other ways it's simple, right? You have these distributions, trucks go out from here. This one's supplying Autograd and Tagliati. And within the bounds of being like completely boring, what I would like to do is just make sure that each one of these stores, which in this one there's only one, has got the things it needs, and like not necessarily purchase it here, but purchase it over here. If there's a place we have electronics. Yeah, there you go. So like what we would do is purchase from here. How much is the least? Yeah, that's an awful lot of electronics to purchase. Right, now what else is in here? Yeah, see, alcohol, I don't even think I'm worrying about alcohol anymore. As a general, we'll leave it on there, but so this one's just got electronics and alcohols in it. So we'll just purchase that. Not that we're purchasing anything. And then this one has just food, and we're purchasing that until we get a train up here with food. And then this one has clothes, which we're purchasing at 20, and it looks like we're only having 20 in there. Is there anything else? No, fabric. Yeah, and electrical and mechanical components are over here, which is not vital to people, so I don't think I'm going to purchase those, and they're filled up anyway, so that's good. So what I'll do is go around to each one of those, and it's just to start out, and we'll do the same thing. Yep, see, we're purchasing food, truck's filling up, I can tell just because the number's wiggling, and that's the only thing held in this one. How about over here? Clothes, and we're purchasing, and we're at 20, so see, we're not doing very well on our clothes. And alcohol, we're not purchasing, and again, I'm going to ignore it, or more or less ignore it. And this one should be electronic components. Let's just put this one on purchase as well. And hopefully, it looks like we're staying ahead of our electronic components as a general statement. Now, is this the food train? Yeah, see, he's coming all the way around to here. So we could have an issue. Since this is on our way over to Gateway Love, let's just stop here. Yeah. See, we could really use another train. We're not producing food, or are we? Yeah, we're not producing food because we don't have enough trains. Okay, what are you? You're a, not gravel. You're a, okay. All right, so let's, just knowing that's good enough for me for right this second. Let's just go around here. Yeah, just food in this one, 100%. And we're not going to worry about the alcohol and electronic components and mechanical components. We're not going to purchase those. So this must hopefully be the electronics, and we'll put those on purchase. Again, we're doing well. Yeah, I think it's been a little bit too much neglect. Trusting it to the hands of my ill-fated advisors who are now in the gulag. And for those of you who haven't, here, let's go through each one of these. Yeah, we're on purchase food there, and then this should be electronics. Yeah, let's just put that on purchase just in case. There we go. For those of you who, haven't watched the series from the very beginning, this is where the people go who disappoint me, to the gulag. And at times, because of the fact that I didn't have enough universities, or hardly any of them, it was very difficult to move people around the map. And sometimes you had to get rid of a few of them in order to be able to just get some teachers into a building. Like, in other words, you had to move them from one building to the other, and when it's all crammed up, you can't even do that. So I created the gulag for that reason. And this, yeah, what is this guy doing? Oh, you were just emptying out. Boy, you've probably been sitting there for decades. It's probably like a dead skeleton sitting in that truck right now. All right, so let's go send you to your next stop, which will just take a second. It's kind of a complete distraction, but there you go. Off you go, buddy. Now, we'll just keep him open for a minute. We don't have to watch him, and then when we see he's empty, I'll send him to some depot wherever we happen to be. Okay, so now we need to get another train on here, and I did go around and look to see if I caused some other problem, because remember, we were working on these tracks, so that could also be and have been a problem. Now, are we done this yet? No. There goes that guy right now. So why are we taking so darn long to get this done? We don't have any gravel. Well, why would you need gravel? You're just doing... All right, well, let's go get him some gravel. I think we have... Well, let's see. Do we have anybody here in this depot? We need a dumper or two. Yeah, these aren't dumpers, I can tell. This guy has dumpers. And you know what? Oh, is he working? No, you know what? Don't necessarily like to steal them out of there, but all right, and you're gonna go from here. You have to go directly into this guy, or else you can't drop off. No, and you're gonna load there. Have you wait when you get to this point. Yeah, and then we'll come over. Oops. Make your game save. And we'll get, there you go. All right, so let's start. I don't know, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me why we would. Yeah, why did I miss that one? Okay, so that should get some gravel over there. I'm not quite sure why we would even need gravel. We don't have, well, we have extra boards in a sense. Like, why would does he just like to take gravel with him and that's it? Because, like, if you click on this job, oh, it does say need gravel to finish. Huh. That is weird. Why would you need gravel to just finish the... That's weird. Whatever. Okay. Why would you need, like, in other words, why do you need gravel to put up the electrical portion of that? But all right, we're going to, again, ignore that fact. Good, because I'd like to get that done to make sure that's not in any way part of the issue. And another thing I noticed, and I didn't want to mess with them too much, certainly, and not mess with them off camera, is we have this guy. And he is a diesel locomotive, so I'm thinking that we need to upgrade him over to electrical. So probably what I'll do, just for the sake of doing and keeping him going, and he's just been sitting here, let's send him on his way. Now he's going to breadstock cargo. And then I want to sort of micromanage him. Yeah, see, look, he's going to here. So the other one is overflowing. Yeah, look, the other one's overflowing with stuff. And yet we don't have a train here to pick stuff up. This train's sitting here waiting, and we have no corn, so we're not making any bread. So that's less than ideal. And I'm wondering if that didn't all start with the train jam-ups that we had as a possibility. So I'm going to give it some time in a sense. But once this guy drops off his stuff, let's go get him. Oh, he's not. He is electrical. I'm sorry. I was thinking he wasn't. All right, we'll send him on his way so at least he gets up there. And is this the one? No, this one's... Never mind. Let's see. I thought there was one here. Oh, there it is. Okay, this guy, he's going to Chemsaw. Yeah, we can go get him straightened out anytime we want. All right, never mind. So part of the problem there was just at least a partial timing thing. Now, one of the questions will be, does this guy fill up quickly enough and get back before this guy runs out? And that's definitely going to be a problem. Now, this guy, yeah, and see, look, he had 191 tons of food on him. So I think I'm going to send him to his next stop. And this one's going to NR distribution first. Yeah, so he's running up to there. So let's, you know what, let's let this corn will come in. He'll fill up pretty quickly, I think. But I want to keep an eye on whether or not this guy gets back, because the other thing I'm eyeing up with all of this is in our desire to get things done, we have been making alcohol, and alcohol takes crops, and I'm wondering if we just don't have enough crops to get enough bread. And if that's the case, I think I would leave this train alone, but I would effectively shut down the people coming to these two places here, so that once these, see, we don't have any crops down here, so that means we're producing all that alcohol and selling it, which is great for our money, but it's also, I'm not sure it's so great if we're then importing bread, right? Because we're, in other words, it's worth shutting at least a portion of this down and then taking some of these crops and sending them, and this is all part of the reason for the corn loop, right? And sending them up to here, or up to the bread. Now we have this guy who used to bring corn to the clothing manufacturer, right? So I'm not sure how he got this train station in. I went and looked. I'm like, well, where was he going? Just to double check. Yeah, is this guy open still? Yeah, leave this guy open. And then this guy, as soon as that electric track gets done, I'm going to fire him up. He's our lumber guy. Oops, game safe. All right, so then, yeah. So anyway, we can use this guy, I think. Yeah, Rivergrad train. What is this open? Oh, that's the train station. Yeah, see, I don't understand why he was coming to here. Unless, was this still this? I thought we built a new train station. And this guy used to bring crops over to here, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. This isn't going to help things, is it? Let's just get rid of that single so somebody goes one way or the other. There we go. Yeah, we got all kinds of traffic jam going on there. There you go. Clearer. Trying to get this. I guess they decided to go the opposite way on each other. Probably will do the same thing, but I wanted to get these two done. Down here, we have most everything electrified. Yeah, good. That got electrified. Yeah, that's all electrified. So it's now the problem I have is not everything is electrified. I don't know that I put in any electrical connection for this loop and did a great job. I was going to come down here and straighten out some of this mess. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see. Well, let's let those two guys do their thing. Hopefully they don't get all jammed up. I would have preferred the brick train to leave first, but anyway. So what I'm thinking of is, what is this one? Yeah, this is our bread, and he's filling up, so he should be on his way pretty shortly there with a full load of bread for those people up there. Hopefully we can get that resolved. But what I'm thinking of doing is seeing if this guy, we can redo his route. So we could say, I want you to come here, right? New farm loc. And then I want you to go, I guess he can't go to, I should have made this, or maybe I should even change it where he could go to both stops. But since this is our main one where I think we get people in a little bit better. See, like in other words, I think I need to attach this, even though it'll make it more complicated, where they could go from one to the next one to the next one. But for now, let's just do this. Yeah, unload. I mean, that'll throw more into the loop. And now the other thing I want to do is let's see if we can't. Do we want this guy to wait? Yeah, let's get rid of these two. Yeah, definitely wait to load up. And then let's see if we can't. All right, so when you leave here, I want you to go to this one, right? And then when you come over here, like after this one, I don't know if I need to micromanage it this much or if they would be smarter, but I feel better. I want you to come to, yeah, they're both one way in this way. I need to do a little signaling, I think. Yeah. All right, I want to tell this guy to go to this one. All right, so now, all right, so why are you unreachable? Okay. I mean, oh, is it because... Oh, we're not quite done this yet, are we? Okay, let's get... I know we're not fully busy over here anymore. Let me zoom in. All right. There you go. So new farm loc. No, that's vodka. Yeah, new farm loc. Okay, let's change some signaling down here. So we would have a chain in, regular signal. Yeah, we want a regular signal back out of this one, and a chain in. You know, I'm going to delete that. Put a little closer. Not that it makes that much difference, but yeah, let's delete these two for now. Get them as close as we can. I think that might have been pretty close. Right, chain in. Then we'll get rid of that one. Let's get rid of both of all of these. And regular signals back out if you didn't guess that was coming. it here. Okay, that part's done. Now, what are you? I don't think we need these anymore. Hope not. And then let's get rid of these signals. We're more about that than the other thing. Well, yeah, let's just delete these signals and make sure we rethink them. And you know what? We're going to get rid of that node because we don't want it. And yeah, you should, even though you don't in some ways need a signal here. Right, that should be a chain in. Plop down, get rid of some more nodes. And see, just extra nodes galore. And then this would be an outie. So now this is going to be a back out. So this should be a chain in, and this should be a chain in. Right, and then we could probably put a couple other signals on here, not chains. Let's get rid of these nodes and get rid of one of them. All right, just allow for a little bit of train traffic on there. Yeah, put another one here. I don't really anticipate that many trains. This will give them a little chance of getting in and out of here. So this is all one way. So this should be, you know, let's just get rid of all of them. We'll maximize how close they are. So this should be a chain. Right? Can I get rid of you or you? Yeah. I think that was because that train was right on there. It didn't delete it. And then these should just be all outs. Right. Ins, yeah, chains in. This, yeah, this is a chain because we don't want a train sitting in here. So this is a double chain right there. Yeah, this needs to be done up. So this is going to be where they come in. And so this should be a chain. This it doesn't cross, so we don't even need this signal here unless we just want it for efficiency's sake. And then this can be an out, and that can be an out, but it could probably be right. So do we need, I don't even know if anybody goes on that track there, and that's good, and that's good, and that's good. Again, we only have 2 trains that are coming in here. All right, so now let's go see if we can't figure out, let's look at our signaling in this area. Is there, did I like block it off or something and I forgot? No. I have no real idea at this second why we can't go. Though this, did we get this done? Yes, he just got done. Good. So let's take this guy and make him the right way signals. Oop, wrong way. Game save. All right, it's just not going to hurt. Yeah, I think we're all done up here, so we might as well, as long as we're not catch that train in there. Yeah, so, oops, I really didn't mean to go that close. A little bit off of there. Yeah, for now we'll just leave this. So So that should be there. That should be a chain. This is coming the other way. That should be a chain. This should go like that. All right. And this whole mess. Are we done? Yeah. I think we are all done. All right. Well, I don't know why. Well, here's another question. Oops. I didn't mean to close. I closed something up there. Darn it. Yeah. This is taking too long. I'm feeling like I'm... Yeah, I think it was another... I don't know. I don't know what was open over there. All right. All right. Well, in any event, here's our corn trade. So why are you... You're pointing at, like, if I'm looking, it's like right at here, but I don't even want you going that way. New farm loc, right, is here. Why aren't you going? Yeah, why? Let's do it one more time. Why are you even going over to here, right? Is it... I mean, you should just be coming out of there and going on this track here. So let's see, can we add a new stop at the very end? Tell him to go here. Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened there. I think I got that right. Okay, so now let's go shut down some of the people. So you're going to, let's see, what is this? You're going to, this is Vodka Distillery. Yeah, well, you're definitely sending people to Vodka Distillery. 4. All right, so we're going to get rid of Vodka Distillery 4. And we're going to get rid of, which one's this? Just Vodka Distillery. You know what? Let's leave them on there, but let's just see if we can take it down to 0. Yeah, let's do that. Just so I don't forget what they're doing. Not that it's pretty logical anyway, but... All right, so this should be 2. Yeah, so that we'll have a few more people here, but we'll be limited in the amount of corn. So once these fill up, we should be pretty good. And then this guy, yeah, you know what? He can't really go. He shouldn't wait. Is this warehouse 2 he's at, right? Yeah. Yeah, just make sure. So don't wait here. Just pick up whatever you have and then go. And then he won't really export any faster. Now, is this guy? Yeah, so we're in good shape with that. I probably should take him off of the other route so he doesn't waste too much time. Now, where is he exporting to? Molna. So he's heading all the way up there. That's fine. All right, so we'll see what happens with this train. Where is this guy going? Yeah, you know, I don't want to mess him up too much, but this guy... He just went to Autograd, and now he's going... Okay, that's good. So he came up to here. Did he drop off any food? Where was it? This one? No. This one? No. How about the other one? Or wait, was... This one. Yeah, so he dropped off at least some food. So we're not purchasing food there anymore. Good. So I'm not sure if this whole thing wasn't just a hold-up in our works. Let's just check this one. Yeah, he's got food, but look how it went down pretty darn quick there too, didn't it? All right, so that guy's in good shape. This guy is our lumber guy. Yeah, can we get this? Did we get this done? No. Now you're just stopped because what? You don't have enough people in the shop. Yeah, nobody's in the shop. Yes, we'll leave this guy open because we want to get him. Oh, because I've weighted these two. Okay, so that's going to be a big delay because probably everybody, only 3 workers. We have, yeah, let's see. Hopefully we didn't. Hopefully we caught that soon enough. We'll actually get some workers in there. If they waited too long there, then it would be a problem. Yeah, good. We got 3 workers. Yeah, that is. It's an argument for bringing these people and having a separate bus station. But we're not going to worry about it. They won't be running too much longer anyway. It's a lesson for the future. So if you're going to park 2 gravel trucks there, which is a good idea, it does, it saves you some fuel, and it is a fair portion of gravel at that point. But anyway, there we go. So, but it's more important to get your buses. Now the problem is all our buses are all jammed up, but like I said, they're really not. He only has to do this little bit, and then this loop-de-loo, which I do want to keep the loop-de-loo. So we'll come back up here in a minute. As a matter of fact, let's just even open up him, and then shrink him. And then what was this one? Okay, yeah, this is the guy getting corn. So let's see, how are we doing here? Part of my curiosity with all of this, and not. Oh, oops, wrong place. Yeah, see, now we're not full there, but we are still full here. All right, so where is your train? He is dead empty. Yeah, I'm wondering if we shouldn't put another food train on here and then maybe not have them go to all the stops, because I mean, he's ending up empty, and I don't see any particular reason why he should. So I think we should get another food train. Does that make sense? Like, in other words, maybe even 2 food trains would make sense. Now, the other thing we could do, let's look at this guy. He's only got 4 cars. Do we increase his cars? Yeah, see, he's all the way up here. Yeah, I think he can turn around without massive issues. Let's send him back, because he's empty anyway. I want to send him back to this depot here. Right, this guy we're just trying to keep an eye on. And where are you going? Okay. Oh, were you? I don't know. Why are you on that track? Whatever. It just doesn't matter. He's heading there. Once he gets on the right track, whichever way he's loop-de-looing around, we'll be fine. So this guy, is heading to the depot. And breadstock warehouse, yeah. So let me let a little bit of time pass, and I'll pause it for a minute, just so we don't run out of time. We get this food issue going. We'll have the, I'll get the corn guy down there. We'll get it, we'll get ready to buy another. I might even buy the trains and set up their routes so you guys don't have to watch that. But I want to think it through a little bit and just take a little bit of a break from the recording and then come right back. All right, see you guys in a minute. Okay, I opened a few screens and then shrunk them again. Each of these makes a little bit of sense. I have each of the warehouses, the distribution. So there's 5 distribution warehouses, and then I have the trains open, right? And so I was waiting to see who got back to this. I sent both of our food trains back, and here's the reason. Each of these warehouses over here, not those. These are our 2 bread warehouses that are by the factory. They hold 225 food at 100%. This train, if we open it up, holds 331. I don't want him sitting around any more than he needs to. So what I'd like to do is I think move 2 of these off of here. And then, he holds 120 crops, right? Now, this locomotive, does it tell you the top speed? Hello, game save. No, but I came in here and looked at the purchase. This guy goes 160, or this is a DR. Oh, let's do electric load mode. It's a little easier to find. The DR, what is it? Class 243 goes 120 kilometers an hour. Empty weight, 82 tons. So I thought, well, that's, you know, pretty much good enough at that point, right? And then while we have this guy open, what I was thinking is I would send this guy, here, let's not purchase. I already purchased 2 trains, right? And they, let me go back to the purchase, sorry. Electric. And they are these CR253Es, which go 160 kilometers an hour, empty weight, 126 tons. So they're much faster trains. And the reason is that our other train, where is he? This one, right? No, that's the corn one. This one. Our other train over here is this CS2, which only goes, oh no. Wait, let's see, electric. I'm confused now. CS2 25A, this guy's fine. Why am I confused? I thought he was a lot slower. Yeah, let's see. Oh wait, this one. CS, oh, I didn't mean to buy that. Shoot. Darn it. Buy new vehicle. Yes, that just cost me a lot of money, didn't it? 4 million down the tube. All right, so anyway, this one only goes 75. So what I'm thinking of is upgrading this one to a faster type train. Sorry, it confused me with the 63E and the 25E. So yeah, let's stop making mistakes of buying the wrong trains. It would be nice if it never got used, that you wouldn't get that penalty, but a little too easy to click in some ways. But anyway, let's send this guy back on his way, right? Just because we don't want to hold these guys up too long. And he'll go over to the Breadstock 2 warehouse and head on his path. Now we'll keep them open or minimized just so that we can see that. So I'm waiting for this other train, but now there's only so long that he should wait before he gets out of here. He's going to wait a little bit, but part of our problem, I'm definitely, I took a little more time to notice is, well, we must have just had a crop train come by, but we didn't have any crops in here, and we still kind of don't, right? So that's really it is a problem of not having enough crops as well. Now, the other thing to say is I don't know that's 100% true because this guy's all filled up on crops. So I'm definitely thinking that when we get this other train going, which we can do right now, if we can go over to this guy, right? This one's the little bit slower one. So I want to copy his really to both of these. Oh, there he goes. Oh, then I closed it. All right, so let's not purchase any more trains. So if we come into here, yeah, he just got back here. That's good. I want to take all of his trains and put them onto this one. So this would be 2 trains with the same exact thing. And then this guy is this one. And let's just double check that we copied properly. All right, so this guy will have 220 crops. So he should be able to go in there and empty out that warehouse ASAP. So let's go see how this goes. And yeah, close that. And yeah, sell this one. Right, and then let's start this guy on his way. And he should go right over to bread. Oh, we probably could have kept him open. Yeah, let's do that just while we're here. So I'll put, what is this? That's the crops one. This is bread. So we'll put the bread ones here for a second. Yeah, so he should be going out to 3, and he'll fill up and get them producing again. Because the other question is, I'm saying I don't have enough corn, and that's probably true, but I really need to get these guys. I'd like to get maybe even another train as this whole little fiasco goes on. Let's come over here and get more cars. So cargo wagon, right? So we'll get this guy with more cars. Let's open him up, and then again, he'll hold 120 crops. Now what I'm debating is copying or doing a little bit of a different schedule with one of these 2. So he's going to 3, but I'm not so sure that he shouldn't go to here. And let's just take a look real quick. What would it be like if he had to come out of here? Yeah, see, it's not going to make a lot of sense. So what I'm thinking of doing, maybe we send him up to, let's see, where's your first stop? MB distribution. And then go to GW distribution. Now, this is the other thing I need to do with these trains. So he'll run all the way down here. Oh, there's another problem too. Yeah, we need to. And then you will go to old Revergrad distribution here. And unload, not anything, but food. All right, and then I'm thinking of, well, that's a long slog back, isn't it? Sending him over to this one, right? And then he'll load up on bread. And then he'll go to Autograd and there. So he'll hit both of these. Now, if we put a 4th train on, I probably would switch this back again. But does that make sense? Now, the other thing is, yeah, when you're at bread stock weight, you are waiting here. Yep. Good. All right, so there we go. So does that means he'll come into this one, take some stuff to these 3 stops, turn around, come back to this one, and then go to these 2 stops. So I'm hoping that that's a little more effective, that we have those 3 locomotives. Now this guy has another problem. And I figured out that he was at whatever train station he was at. There's no way, like I've been saying, oh, this is part of the corn loop. But there's no way for them to get from, they can go, well, no, he should be able to switch right here. So let's see, where is he going? What are you? Oh, you're just still sitting there waiting. So let's send him to his next waypoint and see which way he goes. Oh, you can't? Okay. Oh, I can't send him to a waypoint. Can I send him now? Oh, there you go. That was weird. I couldn't click on him when he was... Oh, why are you going that way? Really? Okay. Yeah, I think that's partly... Let's see, if he got on this track and he came up here... Yeah, he's liking doing a whole turnaround thing versus coming up here because he's on the, I want him to be on this corn loop, but he wants to go on this other one, which makes sense. But then they're tending to cut through here as opposed to, see, there's no real way, good way over to this. It would be nice. Can we get a little track in here? I'll just auto build it. Yeah. Can I do this one too? Oh, I did that wrong. Cancel that. I went to the wrong. I need to go to this one. No, a little bit shorter. Really? Come on. There you go. Yeah, it's not real pretty, is it? But it would let this become part of the corn loop a little more easily. All right, so let's just commit so I don't end up buying other tracks I don't intend to. Just in case I had some other ones designed. So there we go. So now he should be able to not have to go on that. I don't know if he might still find that as his best path, but I guess we could always, where can we, yeah, okay, so this is that waypoint. That's just telling him to go to this one. So what we could do is say, let's see if he can't, we'll add another waypoint that sort of forces him on to like this track here. Right? I want him to go that way. So go from here to here to here. Then the bread stock. All right, well, let's see what happens with that. But that'll bring a little bit more crops up there. Now, again, he's awful big, so I don't know how long we want him to sit here starving the thing. But we'll see what happens. This guy's almost full. Some of this, you really have to be patient in this game. It can take months to get things flowing well. Now, how are we doing over here with our construction? We don't have anything assigned. So does that mean we're done? Yes, we are done. No, we're not done. Why did we stop? I don't know why we stopped there. It's never ending. Yeah, and then we'll have to get this loop done still. All right, so I don't really want to start that lumber train up. I don't know if it's... We don't use much lumber, but it would be nice to export it anyway. And yeah, so how are we doing with all of this? This is why I have this open. So see, we have food. Well, we don't have food in GW. This is Revergrad distribution. Oh, that's right. We want to add... Yeah, so no food there. Yeah, we're just really low on food. So this guy is the third one. And then these guys, whichever way it makes sense, I want them to go to Revergrad distribution 2, which is going to take all the longer. All right, so you are going from GW, MB, GW. Yeah, after you go to here, I want you to go to here and unload as much food as you can. Okay, fire extinguished. Oh, we're clicking through the... Yeah, there you go. All right, so now you're going to Revergrad distribution, and we need to get the other trains on Revergrad distribution too. So now you're going... Yeah, when you get done Autograd, I then want you to go to Revergrad and unload... Let's get out of the way of those notifications. All right, so now you'll head over to Revergrad after you get done at Autograd before you go to GW distribution. Good, so that gets that settled, I hope. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, probably, yeah, between the episodes, because it's getting kind of busy now, and I want to get something fixed over here before we... I don't know. I feel like we've spent a lot of time just dealing with this. I've been playing time for the reasons of getting all this stuff straightened out. Now you... Yeah, you're that guy. So you switched back over. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Bring some corn up here, buddy. Hopefully that goes as fluidly. Yeah, bread stock warehouse. Okay, so warehouse 3 is actually... I really wish we could rename these at times. 3 is in the middle, and 2 is down this end. Yeah, so this guy, and I want to make sure that we get trains sitting in here nicely waiting if another one comes back. But yeah, see, this one just doesn't have enough corn. And I don't think, you know, we have corn over here, just so you guys can see. What are you stuck on a red? Did I just cause that with my... Oh, now you go. Where are you going to? Yeah, I have no idea really why that guy was sitting... Oh, unless he's... Is he feeding back? Yeah, I really don't want you sitting right there. Yeah, I don't know about... I have him sitting back here. I'm not sure there's a big advantage to that because he's still stopping the truck traffic. But then he's waiting here for a train to get through the... Yeah, and see, if you don't put a signal here, then they... You know, he's going to block this guy from going when he's all the way coming in here, so I don't know. I'm thinking I don't want... Let's try it without these signals here. All right, so that if they're here, he's just going to wait until this signal's clear, if that's the way he's going. All right, that's fine, I think. All right, how are we doing up here? There we go. We're dropping off corn. Wonderful. All right, well, we saw him drop off corn, and he's, you know, it's a lot of little meticulous stuff that I avoid doing, I guess. But there we go. So he should be on his way. Hopefully he makes it back. Is there a reason you're just sitting there? You on your coffee break or something? Yeah, why are you just sitting there? You don't have any crops left in you. Wait until loaded. Ah, look at that, because he's got that little tiny bit of chemicals in there. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's go send him up to... I don't know how he got those chemicals in there. But let's add a new stop after this one. Tell him to go to Molna Custom House. And unload anything. Then I'm going to have to keep an eye on him. Because he's waiting to unload those chemicals, I think. Oh, now we got this problem. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Now, are you told to wait? No. All right. But you, well, see, there's... Yeah, so how are we doing? Yeah, see, we're 100%. Now you're clogging up this guy. Yeah, that's just too tight, isn't it? Where this train's too long. Yeah, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, where are you? You're just from... Yes, there's no way I could get a signal in to let this guy go. I mean, I could just let him go, but that won't solve the problem in the long run. Oh, there you go. So at least you're not waiting, but I would like to get them where they could wait. I guess I just didn't leave enough room. Yeah, and you're going to wait till that guy... Yeah, why are you on red now? Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm thinking that we should limit the length of these trains so that they don't stick off the end. Oh, good. Look, we got another... Well, there we go. At least we got a bunch of crops coming in. Okay. Well, we're ramping it up. But that's a concern with that train waiting there. He's going back mostly full, which is a bit of a waste, but at least he doesn't hold these two guys up. Now, is this guy told to wait? No, but it's not an issue. Yeah, so we'll just have that other guy wait, the one that comes from all the way across the map, this one. But the problem with him is that he had a little bit of chemicals in there, which I did notice, but I ignored, and to my detriment. But that's all right. I had to do this either way, and he might as well have come up here with a load first after I noticed it. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, and I'm going to do a little bit more keeping an eye on this, and I'm not going to get to anything else done other than this, but I think we've at least... I believe I've made some improvements, even though I don't feel like it's gone that particularly well. Now, how are we doing here? Did we get this done? Yeah, let's see. Did we? Yes, finally. So I guess it would be better to send him in... Yeah, come up this way and fix this one, because then you'll be more on the one-way loop around, right? Like, in other words, it'll come up. This one's a one-way this way, so that'll be the last thing there, and I get this lumber train started again. Probably could even... The only other problem we'll have is if he doesn't have enough stuff to complete this whole loop, it may cause a problem. But we will be back pretty shortly, and in the next episode, I will have gotten past the point of worrying about these food factories, because I think that at this moment, I think we've cut down on our vodka production, so hopefully this train will start bringing up a significant amount, enough amount more crops that we can turn that into, and that we can turn it into food instead of vodka. We're still doing a little bit of vodka. That's another thing that will happen here is eventually. Yeah, see, we're going to put a little bit of crops into here, aren't we? Maybe. Yeah, we don't have any crops coming into here. That's all right. Yeah, crops are a really bigger issue than I thought they would be. But we'll see. I need to get a better feel for it as time goes on as well. I think I'm sort of jumping the gun to some extent. Which one were you? You're the one we were just looking at. Okay. Yeah, so off he goes. So he'll bring some crops over. So we're still making a little bit of vodka, but since we're becoming a dry state here, I don't think we're going to do too much of that. I'm just going to spend a little time between the episodes. Let's just see how we're doing at the end here. Look, we got food in 2 of them. No food there. So I'll start up the next episode and we'll check out our food scenario, see if I can get it a little bit better. I'll let you know if I do anything dramatic. Now, what are you doing? You're heading back up here to Station 2, which is this one, right? Yes. Okay. Which is good, keeping them topped up. A little bit of wasted electricity, but yeah, now are you guys not running? No workers. Okay. Yeah, that could be part of it too, is that we should probably consider getting more workers over to this one. So I'll take a look at that in between the episodes as well. So that this way, because let's see. Well, I have this stop. Related vehicles, so they're sending 50-50. And we have 2 buses coming in there sending 50-50. Now you've got crops. Good, we're filling up that warehouse. Now what are you? How many vehicles? We only have 1, so maybe I'll get... We made a few of those extra. I don't know if they're extra, but we made a few buses up here, so I'll get. Yeah, we probably need to make some more buses. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, when we get done this one, I'll stop that. So I don't know. I'll be back shortly. I'll do some more stuff and things, and then we will, mostly try to focus in on this. But I also have a feeling let me go around and look at the constructions, just make sure people are working on stuff. And then I'll be right back. Probably do back-to-back episodes here. I'm on a roll. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for all your likes and subscriptions. I definitely appreciate and comments. I definitely appreciate your comments. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.